Hello, bestie. Let's make dinner for my large family of 7. My husband is working late tonight, so I needed an easy and quick recipe. And I got this recipe from Teeny on TikTok. It's a 1-pan Dijon chicken and vegetable dinner. And girl, with 5 kids being pregnant, I love me a recipe where I can just throw everything in the oven and go about my evening, having time to get things done while the dinner is basically making itself. So I started off by cutting the bones out of the chicken, and I'm seasoning the chicken, and then I'm adding the Dijon mustard and honey, and then I'm basically going to work all of that flavor into the chicken. And you guys, I am using a half-cut chicken because I wanted chicken breast with skin on it, and I was able to cut enough pieces to feed my whole family. Next, I basically just placed all the seasoned chicken into a pan before I added some butter on top and popped it in the oven. After getting that in the oven, I went ahead and started cutting up all of my vegetables and my potatoes. So I basically just used the vegetables that I had. Thankfully, I did have carrots and potatoes, the same thing that Teeny cooked in her video, but I decided to add onions and peppers as well. And basically, I'm just going to cut my potatoes into 4s, into little quarters. And I did wash my vegetables after I add them to the bowl. I just did it off camera. And after I got the potatoes all chopped up and put into the bowl, I went ahead and started taking the skin off of my carrots. That is optional, but I do prefer taking the skin off the carrot. And then I went ahead and chopped those up before adding those to the bowl as well. And like I said, carrots are optional. You really can put any vegetable that you want with this, but because this is what I had, this is what I decided to Once make. The carrots was all chopped, I went ahead and started mincing my garlic, because what is a recipe without garlic? Once the garlic was all minced, we went ahead and added that to a bowl before starting on our green bell pepper. I chopped up my green bell pepper and then also chopped up an onion, and we just added all of that into the bowl before we started seasoning. I added olive oil and then some of my favorite seasonings along with the Dijon mustard. I also added some fresh rosemary to the bowl. Once I got everything all good and seasoning, I just put my gloves back on and gave all of the vegetables a good mix. And just like we did the chicken, we're gonna work everything in, getting all those flavors mixed in really good before adding them to a pan. Now, I know I said this was a 1-pan dinner, which it is, but because I have such a large family, I do have to separate my vegetables from my chicken because it all wouldn't fit in 1 pan. But if you have a smaller family, you will be able to get the vegetables and the chicken in 1 pan. I left everything in the oven uncovered on 400 for about 30 to 45 minutes, and the end results turned out so good.